What's that? Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. Well, it's already 10:30. We meant to get an earlier start on the day, but this week has been one hell of a hot week for me. And so, yeah, I decided to sleep in a little bit. Just got done with my coffee. And now we're ready to get started on the day. Yesterday, we found out that our chickens over here actually hatched a couple of their eggs. And so we got baby chicks in there. We knew they were incubating them because we were originally gonna start collecting the eggs to incubate them ourselves, but then we noticed that they were sitting on the eggs, so we figured we'd just let them do it instead of us. And well, I think two of them already just hatched. So this morning, or soon this afternoon, we're gonna go ahead and move them into the brooder area, because our luck out here so far isn't all that great when leaving the chicks with their moms. They always end up dying, even though we put like a feeder and water that's the right size for little baby chicks. Yeah, they just don't seem to make it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in the brooder and give them the medicated starter feed and some water. And we're real excited because these are breeds that we've been wanting to combine for a while now. And so we're excited to see how they grow out and look like when they're older. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look inside and see how they're doing. Our lone duck survivor over there. The rest have either been eaten, and we had one just die. It just died. I don't know why. All right, let's take a look. Where's them baby chicks? There they are. Oh, it's okay, mama. It's okay, mamas. Or soon to be mamas. It's fine. I ain't messing with you. So we have the rooster is a red laced Wyandotte. And so these are all mixes with the red laced Wyandotte. We got an I am Samani, and I think is another red laced Wyandotte. So I'm excited to see. And she's still got eggs that she's laying on. These gals, they're sitting on eggs too. So what we did notice is whenever they do hatch, like those babies, the mama will stop laying on the eggs and start trying to care for those chicks. And so none of the other eggs actually hatch. So that's another reason why we want to take them and put them in the brooder, is that way they can still focus on sitting on those eggs and hatching more out. Now let's go ahead and head over to the brooder and show you, because last night Melissa went ahead, because it's been a while since we used that brooder. It's so there was like spider webs and all kinds of gunk, old bedding in the brooder. So Melissa last night went ahead and cleaned it out, sprayed it down, and is getting it ready for new chicks in there. What's up, Flash? We'll head over there and take a look to see how that's doing. I think we might spray down the bottom again and then put fresh bedding in there. But this brooder, it used to be a coop at our place we lived at before. It was my first chicken coop. I built it, and it's actually turned out to be a great brooder. So this is a brooder I built, well, as a chicken coop. And see, we got all the things up there, and they're clipped in. They can't fall down and start a fire. And then let's see if I can get in there. and it's all wired. Ugh. I don't know if y'all can see that power cord. I have it all secured, screwed in, so it's got power, and it's all, like I said, secured, so it ain't going nowhere. But yeah, we're about to spray it down one more time, just so there's no issues with mites or anything like that, or spiders. We'll put some fresh bedding in there, and we'll be good to go. We also have these brooders right here. We usually use this for like turkeys or chickens that are too big for this area. And then we also have this one right here that obviously hasn't been used. Maple, what you doing over there? See, Maple is small enough to get under that gate door, while the other goats are SOL. They got to stay out there. I think they get kind of jealous sometimes. But, well, I would say soon Maple will be too big as well, but heck, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's going to get much bigger. She's a pygmy goat with a little bit of Nigerian dwarf in her. But we'll see. Our rabbits, they're coming along good. We're about to, maybe in the next video, we're going to upgrade their watering system. Right now, they each have their own little water container. And it works out all right. But they go through water a lot. We're constantly out here having to check their water. And most of them have these little bowls that autofill, right? But you see how it's all knocked to the side and kind of messed up. We've been having issues with them not working or constantly filling up and overspilling. Like it won't stop going. So we're having to use like little bowls as well to put water in. So we're going to upgrade their water system probably in the next video to just the little water nipple things. I don't know. I forgot what they're called. But they put their mouth on it and then the water flows out. And it all comes from one 5-gallon bucket or whatever you choose to pour water in. And hopefully that will kind of alleviate the water waste and make sure at the same time that they always have water, instead of having to constantly come out here and check it to make sure that they still have water. I think she likes flaunting it, that she can get in here and relax in the shade while they're out there. They got shade to go to as well. See the dogs over there under the tree? They got plenty of spaces that are shaded. But this little spoiled girl, she's got to be special. We worry about the dogs picking on her sometimes because she's toy size. So we don't mind her coming in here to get away from everybody. As long as she don't mess things up in here. It already looks a mess, but the bigger goats, they'll come over here and knock over all these damn rabbit cages and just cause chaos. As long as she ain't doing that, we're fine with her coming in here. Here comes Melissa with the cleaning stuff in the bedding to go in the brooder. I guess she's finally done feeding the boys.
Yeah, everybody wanted to eat as soon as I was walking out the door.
D out there trying to get in the gate. You want in, huh? You ain't getting in. You're gonna knock everything over.
Where's my baby?
Inside, chilling in the shade.
Oh, there you are. dust. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with the, how do you say it? Promethean?
I don't know.
Permethrin. I'm going to spray it with the permethrin. That way, if there was any mite infestation or any kind of bug infestation, it'll kill it. We'll let that dry for a little bit, and then we'll put the bedding in there. And then they should be good to go. And yesterday, after I washed it out, I sprayed the top half because the bottom half was still wet. So now I'll spray the bottom half in the corners and make sure there's no bugs.
Voila.
Oh. No mites, no lice.
And so what we're going to do is, because it's so freaking hot out here in Texas right now, we're not going to use that heat lamp. We're actually just going to use this heat plate. We're going to clean this off and set this in there. And so that way it keeps them warm at night, but hopefully it won't get too hot during the day. Because right now we're getting like 100-degree weather. So, ooh, boy, that's shady. So we don't want them overheating with that heat lamp. Hopefully that heat plate, if it gets too cold for them, they can snuggle up against that heat plate and stay warm and then not get too hot during the day. Right, hun?
Yep.
That's the plan. All right, real quick, I need to go put the goat feed in the goat feeder barrel. What's up, buddy? You waiting for grass or something? Hold on, buddy. It's gonna be a minute, but I'll get you some grass. He sees me and he just hangs out. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, oh, look at that. Dogs doing their job against all enemies, foreign or domestic.
That's what he had.
Good. The trap
Him.
didn't get him, but our dogs sure did. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. You good boy.
Appa. Good boy.
Yeah. That damn thing will eat all our chickens and chicken eggs. We got to get rid of him. Another chore for today. See? And that's why having livestock guardian dogs are good. A lot of people will be like, oh, dogs, you got to feed them dog feed and all that or whatever. And gooses are better for this or that or some other form. Huh?
Geese.
What? Okay.
Gooses.
Geese are better. My country ass coming out. Geese are better. They're cheaper or whatever. But yeah, geese won't kill possums. So yeah, point for dogs. Check this dog feed real quick. See how they're doing. And we haven't seen any goats getting in here, so that's a good sign. But that, oh yeah, they still got, they're like half full. If them goats were getting in here, that thing would be empty already. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if the goats come rushing in. They hear their feeder can getting moved. What's up, girl? You want some feed? I don't know why. We need to strap this to the fence up so they stop pooping in it.
Yeah.
Cause, oh yeah, that's true, huh? Dang, how are we gonna do that? Make like a mini one just for her.
Well, that's normally why I put it in here. She always comes in here.
And this goat feed is medicated. We bought it specifically for her because she started getting diarrhea and we recently lost 3 goats: Hopper, Nutsack, and her mom Cinnabon. And Hopper and Nutsack, they got diarrhea, and then they just croaked. Well, Hopper got really bad, and we actually had to put him down. I had to take care of him because he was just in pain and suffering, and he couldn't move or lift his head up. And then Nutsack, we thought he was, because we just thought, oh, they ate something that didn't agree with their stomach or whatever, and they got some diarrhea, and we thought they would just recover. Well, they didn't. Like a couple days later, they were down. Nutsack, we actually thought he was starting to recover and get better, but then we found him dead. And then her mom, Cinnabon, we found her dead in the grass, and
She was perfectly fine the day before.
yeah, she was perfectly fine. But when we found her, there was really thick foam and bubbles coming out of her mouth. And so, come to find out, that's usually from eating too much fresh spring grass. We didn't even know that was a thing. We're still learning. We're learning as we go. You know, we don't pretend to be experts here. And that just really threw us through a loop. We're like, why? And the whole ordeal was pretty defeating and depressing, and kind of made us question us having goats in the future, you know? And, but with her, she ended up getting diarrhea. So we really started to panic and try to figure out how to solve any issues. And with the diarrhea, it's most commonly, what is it called?
It's parasites.
Parasites. I forgot the name. Clostridium or something like that, or Coccidiosis.
Yeah, or like, is it barber pole worms?
But
Some sort of parasite.
But yeah, she started getting diarrhea. We started panicking and trying to see what we could do to help save her. Oh, here they come. They're like, oh, snap, is he feeding us? So we try to do whatever and anything we could do within our budget to help keep her alive. And so what I noticed and come to realize is this medicated goat feed, with all our goats that we've ever had here, whenever I feed that to them, we haven't had any issues with goats. We haven't had any health issues. And then the second, or a while after we stop feeding that, we don't feed it to them all the time. We feed it to them, I like to think, like once a week or so, maybe less. But as long as they get it in their system, they're good. But once we stopped doing that, after a while, that's when they started having issues, and we lost 3 goats. And so I bought more of this feed, and sure enough, the day after Maple ate it, she lost her diarrhea issue, and she seems healthy and fine again. So yeah, I don't think we can really skip out on this medicated goat feed. I think it really helps, even if it's just every once in a while, because they got plenty of grass and hay and stuff like that to eat. But they love this stuff, huh?
Put this in there. I like this bedding because it soaks up stuff. It doesn't just have it sitting on the top.
And that's the hemp bedding, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now they'll get in here and flatten it anyway. stuff that stinks with it.
This video ain't sponsored, but just like the medicated goat feed, this stuff I'm willing to swear by. We will always feed our chicks this stuff from now on. Any and every chick and chicken that we've had, that we've started with that medicated chick feed, has never had any issues or health problems. The only reason why they might have died is because they got eaten by a predator, but none of them had any health issues. And then we try to get it a little bit cheaper and just raise them with grower feed and not buying the medicated stuff. And then all those chickens that grew up without getting that medicated feed, like I would say a third of them would get health issues or just randomly die one day. Toxidiosis or whatever. But it was only the ones that didn't get the medicated feed.
And we've been raising chickens for 2 years now.
Yeah.
A little over 2 years because we started back in our old house.
We've raised a lot of chickens. It's like a constant thing for us. But yeah, any of the chickens that have had that medicated feed have been fine and haven't had any health issues. The ones that didn't get that, it was like either a 50-50 or 25-75, a 25% chance that they would just randomly die out of nowhere. So yeah, we're gonna keep with this medicated feed. And yeah, just FYI, if you got chickens or you're thinking about doing chickens, I would highly recommend that medicated chick starter. Again, they're not sponsoring us or nothing,
and that
but
one, because the one I tried from Tractor Supply, the other one, it didn't work.
Yeah, it's that particular brand, that kind. It just works really good. And like for a while, like at Woods, they didn't carry it. They were out of it. The only place you could find it was on Amazon, so we'd have to order it online and have it delivered in order for us to get any. But I think it's well worth it. And it's only like $6 a bag. So we got 2 for the chicks, whatever chicks. Hopefully they'll end up hatching more than just 2 baby chicks. But I think whenever you have a batch of chicks, feed them a bag of that and they'll be good. I just like to be safe and do 2. And then once they eat through 2 bags, they're good. Then you can just start giving them the regular grower feed to get them up to maturity to start laying eggs. But anyway.
I'm gonna put these in here.
All right.
And then we can go get the chicks.
Now see how she's losing focus on incubating these eggs to take care of those chicks. That's exactly what we don't want. We want them still laying. Oh my God, that's a lot of eggs. Look at this. She's sitting on a lot of them. Oh my gosh. So yeah, as they hatch. Oh yeah, girl. As they hatch, we need to pull them out so that way they don't lose focus on their job, which is, yeah, girl. You upset? You want to pet me too? It's okay. It's okay. Ooh. Where'd they go? Oh, there's one. There's one. Look, they opened up my scab. Cut myself at work and they didn't open it back up. That's right. That should hurt. All right. Our 2 baby chickies. Now, hopefully, they'll get back to business and sitting on those eggs. You're all right. It ain't like y'all are cold. It's hot AF out here. All right, now we just gotta dip their beaks in the water. Oops. So they know where the water is. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Drinky, drink. Yeah. Chirpy, chirp, drink, drink, drink. There you go. And they're good. And like I said, hopefully we'll have some more in a couple of days. I feel like that'd be kind of a waste just doing 2. But she gets so jealous that she can't get in here like Maple can. All right, guys and gals, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. Like and subscribe if you liked it. We'd appreciate it. And it's starting to sprinkle that sunny rain that we get here in Texas. The clouds are coming in. I don't know if we're supposed to get some actual rain or not, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and go in and eat lunch and relax for a little bit before we get out here and do some more chores. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. See you in the next one. Have a great day.